So Tammy, tell me about some of your experiences with gay men, good and bad. Like, what are some of the most memorable experiences you've had, and some bad experiences that you've had?
Oh my God, memorable experiences. The Octagon, the Sound Factory bar, just dancing and Zanzibar and going here and going there. The club days. I love the club days. I told my friend, I remember the ball scene where people used to make their dresses and things were custom made and just growing up in that era where it was about having fun. Mm-hmm. If we didn't do nothing, we had a lot of fun. You know?
Where's the fun now, you think?
I don't think the kids are as free as we were. Even though they have this little bit of acceptance or visibility, I should say. It's not acceptance. They have this more visibility, I should say. I don't know if they had the same kind of fun we had. You know, it was like the village was gay. The village is no longer gay. You know, you get bashed in the village now. It's like we just had so much fun, and we used to go to the beach and stay out all night, and we just used to, like, whatever the rule was, we made sure we broke it. We just used to have a lot of fun. And now when I see the kids, they seem so angry. They seem a little bit angrier.
Do you think that's strange that they're angry now when there is more visibility? And I think there is more acceptance of certain things. Do you think that's kind of strange that they're so angry?
I think sometimes anger, just like rioting, anger is the voice of people who haven't been heard. And I think sometimes that they just haven't been heard. You know, because some people don't understand, just because you see me and you don't bother me doesn't mean that things aren't underlying, like things are boiling underneath, you know, the surface or whatever. But I just used to remember, I was telling my friend, I said, I can remember just partying, going out and dancing and having to have extra clothes in the bag because you were just dancing till your clothes were wet. We used to just have fun. And I don't see that so much today. Hold on a minute. Dog with that damn toy. Take that from her, Brenna. Is she in here at all? Mm-mm. You took that toy from her? Yeah, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the kids today, I don't see them having like that kind of fun. And, you know, I think crack and AIDS destroyed our era. But these kids are on different drugs today. They're smoking shit. They got them running the street naked. Mm-hmm.
They're doing K and pills and Molly and everything.
They're doing everything in one night. Like we had gateway drugs. You know, you did a little weed, then you did a little hash, and maybe did a little coke, and you did a little this. No, they doing all that shit in one night. There's no gateway anymore. I don't know what happened, but somebody broke the gateway. There's no gateway anymore. So the kids are like a little more angry, I should say, and focused on material things, and we didn't need a $5,000 belt. You know what I mean? We had our little label stuff that we considered labels and stuff like that, but we weren't so preoccupied with it that we didn't feel valued without it. Today, they don't feel valued if they don't have certain things. And I think that that's where they lose a lot of the happiness in their life. Because things don't make you who you are. You know, you understand what I mean? And I think that's part of the problem, that they put too much value on what color the sole of your shoe is and what name is on your belt and what's this and what's that. If we wore expensive thing, we pumped it, whatever, and we didn't. It wasn't a defining factor in our lives. These kids today are very much defined by what they wear and what they do, and music, the pop culture. It's I hate to say it, I like some of the trap music too. You can see me doing the nay nay. I'm fucked up too. But I think that they're just being railroaded almost. You know, it's cool for somebody to tell a child in a song, trap music, trap money all day, get arrested, shoot a nigga in a song, and the same rapper is putting his kid through college. You know, I just think that they're being misled on so many different levels.
So getting back to your career, is it harder for a woman to be a comedian than a man?
Of course.
Why is that?
Because the field is dominated by men. It's a male-dominated field. And if a woman is not cracking jokes about sucking dicks, a lot of times they don't respect you per se, or they don't want to recognize you. And I've been through that at times where people didn't want to recognize me, but once I get on stage and I get a stage and a mic, you have to recognize that my talent is undeniable. So, but sometimes with people, you have to fight for that light. You know, as a woman, you have to fight for that light. But I've been blessed enough that when I left, because I was doing gay excursions for a long time.
Cruises and stuff, right?
Cruises, destination trips, working with ZenBiz Travel. I worked with so many different promoters, and I did that for a long time. And what that had, I created a niche for myself. When the black collard green circuit and the chitlin circuit, I call it the black comedy circuit, when that proved to me to be too sexist for me, because it was male dominated, black male dominated, you know, and I just created my own niche, and I said, I'm going to find where I fit in, and that's what I'm going to do. So that's what I did. And it brought me a lot of happiness because I was able to be me with people who look like me and to travel and see the world. I've been all over the world with different groups of beautiful people. So I'm blessed. You know what I mean? A lot of comedians don't work. They do $50 gigs, $40 gigs here and there. You know, I'm blessed.
Have you ever gotten into a reading session with somebody in the audience? Like a heckler, and then next thing you know, y'all are going back and forth?
I've had hecklers started, but never back and forth.
Never.
They stop after round one. After round one, they done. They like, I'm gonna leave this crazy bitch alone. They stop after round one. But it's sometimes they make the show. Sometimes a heckler can make a show because, you know, it brings some spontaneity into the show where you didn't expect this to happen. Now we're going to turn the show and go this way. Because
it elevates the show, right?
Because I'm more, I write for other people, but I have freestyle. My style of comedy is more so freestyle. I read the newspaper before I go in. I watch the news in whatever city I'm in for the day or so before I come in. And then I get on stage. I get the mic. I get a glass of wine and I just talk. And that's what I do. I don't really write per se every word I say and have writers and things of that nature. I guess I've been doing it so long. But it's like vibing with my family, and it's something that, like I told my friend, I said, regardless if nothing would ever come, I would never stop.
Could you create a show, you think? Could you write for a show, like a comedy show?
Of course.
You think you could do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wrote a play before that did really well, and it was years ago, and I'm more than sure I could. It's no problem. Writing is fluid for me, and it's easy for me now that when I do writing, I don't even write the whole
I'm looking
joke.
for another writer for comedy, so I got to put that on camera just in case.
Yes, put it on camera. It's just me. It's just writing subjects. I just write the subjects, and the jokes build themselves from there, based on, you know, just timing.
So who are some of the women famous comics that you have looked up to or admired or anything? Are there any?
Mom's Mabley.
Mom's Mabley. Okay.
I like Richard Pryor. He's not a woman, I know, but
icon.
I love Richard Pryor. I love Red Fox. And
you like the old school. You like them a lot.
I like D.L. Hughley. Some people, you know, I love D.L. Hughley. I feel he's a genius. I feel his timing is like impeccable. His setup is crazy, and I just love his creative edge. I love D.L. Hughley.
What about like Adele Givens and some more and Monique?
I love all black sisters who are doing it. I love all of them that are doing it. Did I say I look up to them in that way? It's just something about a male comic that just, I don't know. It attracts me. It draws me in more. Adele Givens is one that sticks out for me because she has such what I like to call a catch and pitch type thing, where you're thinking one way and she just throws you in another direction, which makes her hilarious to me. And I like what's the one? She's on the Talk.
Wow, and I know this for. Oh my God, I love her too. She is deadpan, but it's good when she goes into it.
Yeah. She always laughing talking about she looked like Wesley Snipes, and she really does. Cheryl Underwood.
Cheryl Underwood, yeah.
I like Cheryl Underwood too, and I love Monique. I think Monique is really brilliant, really brilliant.
Cheryl Underwood really is good though, right?
Yeah, Cheryl Underwood is really good. I like that she can laugh at herself.
What about someone like Chelsea Handler? You like her?
Chelsea's brilliant.
Yeah, I think so too.
Chelsea's brilliant, and you can't beat Ellen with her one-liners. You cannot beat Ellen with her one-liners. I love Ellen too, but I would like to see a sister have one of those spots where they have, you know, an ongoing daytime television show.
Have you ever been approached for anything like that yet? Or?
I've been approached for radio shows and stuff like that, but I was traveling during that time. I had got approached by Rosie Perez one time. I did a show at Joe's Pub, and she wanted to do something with me before. I would gladly do it, but I just would need to know that I wouldn't have to compromise my values, because certain things that people want you to do, I'm just not going to do. I'm not going to be on TV fighting and stuff like that. I see some of these shows on reality TV. It's just horrible. It's horrible. A lot of it's scripted. You could tell it's like a bunch of scripted crap or whatever.
I think it's more scripted scenarios. Like they kind of like direct, like do this, do that. You understand what I'm saying? Not per se exactly scripted, but I know what you're saying. Like they put them in this situation and
watch it explode.
Exactly.
Full of liquor and watch it explode. You know, I just think that I'm happy to see when the sisters spin off like Nene Leakes did, and what's the other one name? The one that's Marion Bow Wow. She's creating a good diverse financial portfolio for herself. If you're gonna do it, Erica Mena. Yeah. Create something out of it. If you're gonna sell your soul, create something out of it. But just because some people, they just on TV just fighting and carrying on, and I'm like, you should be promoting a business, girl. You doing
so
all
you
of
think
this
Nene is
fighting?
like a perfect example of somebody that had utilized his platform?
Everybody, people love to hate Nene,
right?
But I just think that Nene is, she's a smart hustler. You can't knock her hustle. You know what I mean? You can't knock her hustle. Nene, she's taken that platform, and she's done so many things with it. And
like she was supposed to.
Like Candy Burris as well. They're doing it the right way. They're doing it the right way. And I wish more sisters would follow what they're doing instead of just getting on TV, ripping each other's hair out, rolling around on the floor fighting. I just think that's so ugly. I think it's so ugly.